Hey everybody, welcome back. We're on week 3 of Stick Mobility Basic Programming. So through this week, we're going to focus more on the hips. So we're going to do 20 front swings on each leg, okay? So the stick's main purpose for this one is for balancing. Spin the leg forward and back. So just progressively get a little bit higher each time you swing. So don't worry about trying to get as much height as you possibly can to start with. Just gradually build into it. This here, we just want to warm up the area. We're not ready to try and focus on overreaching. So just take your time. It's exactly the same thing. 20 on the left leg. Just like that. Alright, so after the 20 swings on each leg, we're going to move into a squat movement. So we are going to use the stick, just because we're going to include the stick in everything we do. Alright, stick behind the shoulders, as if we're going to do a barbell squat. Feet, shoulder width apart, toes slightly pointing out. So everyone will have a slightly different stance, that is okay. So sort of just try and find where it is more comfortable for you at this stage. So what we're going to do, we're going to do 20 squats. So just squatting down and back up. Don't worry too much about how low you go at this stage. This is just solely just a warm up. So we're going to go for 20 squats. Just like that, so we get to 20. So now we're going to go to the toe touches. I do want to use the stick again, so holding the stick shoulder width apart, feet shoulder width apart as well, whilst looking straight ahead. I just want you to come down as far as you can, then touch your toes. So you can slightly bend your knees if you want, but don't try and bend them too much, as we are trying to get that stretch in the back of the legs. So then after your 10 toe touches, we're going to go into a 90-90 position. So a 90-90 position, if you're unfamiliar with it, all it means is our front leg is at 90 degrees and our back leg is at 90 degrees. So we're going to be on the ground for this one. If you want, you can work on the carpet or use a yoga mat, as the concrete can be a little bit hard for certain people. Alright, so the front leg is going to be coming straight out and then 90 degrees. And the back leg is coming sideways out, then all the way back. So that's your 90 degrees there, your 90 degrees there. So this one, the stick, is just solely to hold you up. You may find to start with when you're in this position, you'll want to lean this way and you'll fall over. Certain people may be fine and you can just use your core strength to hold yourself up. But just for this purpose, just use the stick. And that way you can create a nice straight body. So this one, this here is stretching our hips. So this one we want to be holding for at least 30 seconds. So we've got 30 seconds at this side. So this one, my left leg is in the front. Then we'll come around. Exactly the same again. But this time now my right leg is in the front. And the same thing, we want to be holding for 30 seconds, just using the stick as a balance. You may find your left side's better or your right side's better, but don't worry too much about that, we're just going to keep improving. Alright, so we're going to get back up. So now we're going to go straight into a side leg swing. So this is just another warming up exercise. Holding the stick just for balance. So this one, don't get too carried away. We're just going sideways to sideways. So we're going to go 20 on each leg. And then 20 on your left. Cool. Alright, so now we're going to go into a standing lunge. So we're going to be using the stick behind our shoulders again. Alright, so this time we're just lunging, but we're going to be lunging on the spot. So we lunge, coming down, and then we're going to come back to our starting position, and back to our starting position. So we're going to go for a total of 20 lunges. Just like that. If lunging is a little bit difficult for you, try it, but just don't come down as low, and you can slowly progress into a full lunge. So after your 20 lunges, we're going to go back into 10 toe touches again. So same as before, feet shoulder width apart, arms just outside shoulder width, looking straight ahead, and touching your toes. So 10 toe touches, and then we're back into the 90-90 position. So this time the 90-90 position. Alright, so yep, nicely in the position. We want to hold as high up on the stick as possible, like that, and we're just stretching through there. So you can just move it around a little bit, sort of like the digging, but don't get too extreme with this one just yet. So we're going to go 30 seconds on this side, and then swap over. High up as possible, move them slightly to get that stretch in there, and then 30 seconds on this side. Alright, so now we're on to the third section of this one. So we're going to go perform hip outs. So hip outs, all it is, using the stick as balance again. So we're going to focus on the right leg up, and then just hip out. So we go 20 on the right, and 20 on the left. Just another warm-up exercise, working the hips. So now we're going to go into calf raises. So depending on your skill level, you can do a single leg calf raise. Single leg calf raise is just going to make it a little bit harder. Otherwise we can go a double leg, using the stick as balance. So we're going to go for 20 calf raises, back to the 10 toe touches, and then we go back into the 90-90 position. This time we're going to add our side twisting. So left leg in front, left hand holding the stick. So twisting, and then twisting the other side. Twisting, then using the stick just as leverage. Twisting the other side. Exactly the same. We want to be in the 90-90 position for at least 30 seconds on each side. Cool, so that's week 3 completed. Same thing, I want you to do week 3 a couple of times this week, also including week 2 and week 1. Same thing, if you find there's certain parts a little bit difficult, just go over that section of it, just improve. Good work guys, well, I'll see you back from next week.